Morning, everybody. Sorry we're getting started a little late here, but we knew you're all realtors, so you were going to be late anyways. I'm Amanda. I'm your Director of Professional Development at IAR.
I'm Mark Gavin, Director of Communications and Events.
And thanks again for joining us. We wanted to start out with a couple of reminders. We talked briefly about it last week, but your pre-convention day. We've got a really, really amazing class that we're bringing in. It's a National Association of Realtors course. It is the Certified International Property Specialist. So, fun fact about this class, if you don't want the designation, you can actually still take this course and get the 8 hours of CE. It'll take a really, really deep look at how the global market affects our local market. I think there's a huge misconception that, you know, here in Iowa, we're kind of the lonely state, right? We're a flyover state. Nobody worries too much about us, but that is such a gross misjudgment. That, you know, I think this course will really help give you a wide and deeper understanding of, you know, how all those global markets affect our market and kind of what your hometown local market looks like. I had a great time last week in Iowa City with our Global Alliance kickoff. And I learned a lot. We had a representative from India, and we had a representative from Sudan. And there were things that, you know, they mentioned and brought up. It just never even occurred to me. I think the stat was 87 different nations are represented in the Iowa City School District.
Wow, that's a lot.
Like, that's amazing.
And then you have Peru, right?
You have Peru, yes. Peru.
What else did you have?
Yeah.
There's so many different ones.
So many, but it was such a great event, and I think it's a real eye-opener. And again, that class, it's the first class you have to take in order to start your designation, but if you just want to take the class, you can do it too. Pre-registration is $125. Deb Green is coming down from Minnesota. She teaches this class a whole bunch, guys, so she's got an idea of what the Midwest global market looks like. And I love that, you know, she's kind of got that, you know, that Midwest feel. She knows, she's been around. She's traveled all over the world, particularly to Thailand. And so she's got a really, really fun experience to share, and how that global, you know, that global aspect has really changed her business as well. So what else we got, Mark?
Yeah, so we've got so much to tell you today. We're excited we have a big announcement.
Oh, this is huge.
This is like
huge.
Yesterday, as of yesterday.
Yesterday.
So on Thursday morning, Lawrence Yoon, the National Association of Realtors chief economist, will be speaking to us for about an hour on a housing update, economic update. And we're very excited about that. And we just got confirmation. This guy is one of literally the top economists in the entire country. CNBC and MSNBC and CNN and all the big networks are always asking Lawrence Yoon for his opinion on the economy and the housing and how they relate and what's next and what's coming. So you can't miss this guy. He is a great. If you've seen him before, you know how good he is. But this room will probably be packed. We'll probably have 300 plus people in the room for that session.
We've rearranged a couple things on our schedule, knowing that he's coming, so that we can make sure everybody has an opportunity. Guys, this will be standing room. Like Mark said, he's spectacular. He's a wonderful speaker. He's mesmerizing when he speaks, and he just has such incredible knowledge, and he's been doing it for so long that we can't even touch it. You know, we think we know what's going on, but he's got such a wide scope on national.
Well, and he's good, though, about bringing it into regional as well. So he will touch on regional and some on the state, too. So it's not just the national. It's also how's it going in the Midwest. And he's a Midwesterner himself. He lives in Chicago, so he understands the Midwest a little different than the East Coast and the West Coast.
And I've got a good source that has told me he actually loves Iowa, too.
He does.
Yes. So
who doesn't love Iowa?
Who doesn't love Iowa? Yes, very exciting stuff. Well, and we want to talk again. So this is all kind of pre-convention day. So Tuesday, we've got that evening, the kickoff. And we did this last year, and it was a huge success, and everybody had a ton of fun. There was some mild frustration with the YPN, but it's IKEA furniture.
Oh, and good fun.
Right? It's IKEA furniture. Who's not frustrated? And we tried to get Ryan Reynolds to come. Unfortunately, he was booked, and there was no extra beer he could bring or send.
Right.
But, however, the YPN always benefits a really great charity. That furniture actually goes to individuals in need, and it's a friendly competition.
Yeah.
And what do we love more than friendly competition, right?
Right, and
Yeah.
I think Amanda mentioned this the last time, but the top 3 teams do get a prize, and it gets to go back to a charity of their choice.
Yes.
So the furniture gets donated to a charity in the Iowa City market, but the top 3 teams actually get win some prize money and then can go back to their hometown to their charity. So it does benefit all, and it's such a fun night. And yeah, I mean, if you spin the wheel of doom and can't talk for 10 minutes,
The wheel of doom.
try how hard that is to put together IKEA furniture.
Yes,
So.
yes, and we are roping some of our speakers in that'll be there that evening, particularly Nobu,
Celebrity guest
who
appearances.
will be our celebrity guest appearance to be available for the Wheel of Doom. I'm watching you guys live here. Nobu's got a quick question. He says, can I bring my Asian baby and live in Iowa? And yes, Nobu, you can. I've got some really great babysitting resources. Valerie actually has offered to take your baby. It's going to be great, guys. So
right there.
Follow her
Babysitting
up.
services too. Who knew?
Babysitting services. I've got a couple of kids of my own. You know what? We'll give up. It'll be fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Family friendly.
So when we've got some other exciting stuff too, the app is actually now live. So Mark, you can talk about the app.
Yeah, so we've been working behind the scenes to get everything loaded in there. We've got 90% of the information in there right now. We've got a few little things to tweak, but all the sessions are in there. You can see the speakers, you can see the bios in the app. You can get it whether you're on Android or on iOS. So you can go to Google Play Store or the App Store, the Apple App Store. I don't even know how you guys speak.
So clearly
Right,
we know
so-
who's the Android user and who's the Apple user.
Right.
So yes, it would be the App Store,
Right,
which
thank
you
you.
can go
Thank
and
you.
download from your Apple device
Oh,
because
that's
the
touchy.
clearly superior
Good luck
device.
with that. Right. There is one little tweak that if some of you came last year, depending on your software updates on your phone, you may or may not have to delete the old app and then download the new one. The new one's going to have this image here that you see behind us as part of the app, so you'll recognize the black and gold. As much as that pains me to say, the black and gold icon
Woo!
for the voice of real estate.
Represent my
So-
black and gold. Oh, we've got, what's an app? Zach Chabot, you need to stop it right now. Zach should know exactly what an app is, considering he created one. Thank you, sir. What I love about the app, too, is the Marriott can be kind of it's a bigger event space.
Sure.
And, I hate meandering around trying to find, Salon 107B and what floor is it on and where is it. Actually, there's a great map on the app, and you can search your speakers by their location, or you can tap the location and see what speakers are going to be in that room. So if you're, really got a great seat and a comfy chair, you don't feel like moving, you can see who's next in that room.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, even though Amanda is a little directionally challenged, the event space is not that difficult. It is. Majority of the events are all on the same level, so essentially if you follow the main sort of corridor or hallway all the way around, you'll eventually run into where you want to go. The only stuff that's upstairs is some of the smaller committees that we have going upstairs in the second level. So the good news is that's where everything is. That's a good segue into dodgeball. Dodgeball this year, we're so excited about dodgeball. A fun night. Okay, so that will be Wednesday night is fun night. You do have to purchase a ticket to fun night, but you can play dodgeball, you can watch dodgeball. We'll have some other games going on the side as well. Have a DJ there as well. But the dodgeball is going to be so much fun, and we have Travis Bouchaw from the from the Olwine area, who has a wrestling club, and he is donating some of the dodgeballs. So you guys didn't know that. And they're the soft ones. So they're the soft ones. So no one's going to get permanently damaged by any dodgeballs.
Nobody will leave with a black eye for inaugural, although we'll have touch-up makeup if somebody needs it.
No Globo Gym from dodgeball movie. None of those types there.
But if you have sweatbands, we really encourage you
Absolutely.
to show up. I mean, nobody wants to see anybody in bun shorts, but sweatbands, jerseys, whatever you got, bring it. You know those tearaway pants? Remember those?
Yep. Just make sure there's long enough shorts on underneath.
Yep.
But most importantly, just get creative with it, right? So whether you match or you don't match, just have fun with your costume or your uniform.
have fun,
it.
guys. It's going to be a
time.
great night.
Yeah.
And we'll have, a competitive league and a less competitive league because
Right.
let's be honest. But it's fun for all ages and abilities. You can throw a ball, I promise. If you can throw your cell phone after a deal's gone bad, you can throw a dodgeball. It
Nice.
happens.
Yes. One more thing. There will be food there, plenty of food there as well. So it's essentially dinner. You're going to eat heavy hors d'oeuvres at fun night. There'll be, of course, a couple bars for your adult beverages for those of you that like to imbibe on those. So it'll be fun.
Yep.
I think we have a question coming in.
We have Gavin. We'd prefer if you didn't wear your dad's sweatpants. That goes for Larry Pickering as well. But if you'd like, we can help. But yoga, yoga pants, dad sweatpants. I know there's a happy medium, right?
Sure.
Just remember, there's flash photography.
Right.
There'll be. It's all documented. So keep that in mind for
videos
going forward. Depending on your aspirations.
Once it's on the internet,
it's a hard concept for some people to grasp. I think.
True.
And I'll leave that
like
alone.
this amazing Facebook Live.
Clearly, like this amazing, wonderful thing.
So a couple of other things we want to address some things we've had some questions about. So One of the questions was the hotel, and so yes, the headquarter hotel is basically sold out. We know we have some folks that may still cancel and a room may open up here or there, but it's basically sold out. The good news is we have two options that are very close by. The Homewood Suites is literally 3 blocks away, and an important detail, it is across the street from Wine Styles and next door to Scratch Cupcakery.
And
That's
it's
right,
very
folks.
close to 30 Hop, too.
Gourmet cupcakes.
You're further away from the convention, but you're closer to food. So, don't get me wrong, we watch it at convention, but, once it's over and it's the evening.
Sure. And the Homewood Suites is nice because they're suites, so they're a little bit larger rooms.
Yep.
They have a little kitchenette in there. They do offer breakfast, though, in the morning for complimentary as well. So that is literally walking distance away. The Hampton Inn is literally 3 to 4 minutes drive. It's very, very close. You can almost see it from the hotel. And that's a little bit lower room rate. So those two hotels are right there close by. We encourage you to take advantage of those.
Yep. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one, but if I have to pack 4 outfits, I typically pack approximately 37 just to be safe.
Wow.
We've had this discussion, right? Like I show up to go to a conference and I've got like my giant roller bag and Mark's got like a single garment bag. It happens. I like options. But a couple things, what do you pack? This is business casual, guys, and you're going to be interacting, with your fellow realtors and affiliates, so don't show up in your dad's sweatpants. But jeans and a blazer and comfortable shoes. It can get cold in those rooms, so pack a scarf, pack a parka, whatever you need in between.
Whatever
I generally need a parka, I don't know, a shawl.
Yeah, not a shawl.
I don't know.
A jacket or something. Yeah.
A light jacket.
Yeah.
So that you're comfortable and you can, stay tuned in and you're not worried about, creating body heat and, shivering through the sessions. You guys, pack all your business cards, right? This is a networking event. Like,
absolutely.
All of your business cards. If you go home with business cards, you've done something wrong. You want to meet people, talk to the affiliates, talk to other realtors. This is a referral base. This is the core of this. Yeah. Education and networking are what convention is about. And you're really missing the ball if you're not, getting to know other people from other parts of the state that, you can send business back and forth too.
Right.
When I used to sell, I met Tammy at kind of an event like this, and we, sent business back and forth, and I knew she would take care of my clients, and she knew that I would take care of hers, and it was a beautiful relationship because it was an easy thing, and you knew, but I would have never had that relationship had I not brought all of my business cards and, got out there and talked to people. It's hard, right? You walk into a room, you don't know anybody, but this is the time to put it aside and be bold and meet new people because you won't regret it.
Absolutely. And there truly will be people from all over the state at the event. So definitely take advantage of that. So make sure that, of course, you can bring a notepad, pen, iPad. We will have some charging stations in the room. Of course, we can't charge 500 devices at once, but we'll have some charging stations in the back of the education rooms. And in some of the other rooms, so you'll be able to charge some of those.
Yeah, don't forget your cords, though.
Right.
We will have the charging station. We will not have cords.
Not for every device, especially, there's so many different versions.
Clearly, there are a lot of different versions of cords. We can't we
Right.
can't help those Android users.
No, we can't.
As I sit with this Dell laptop on my lap. What else? So
you talk about clothing. I want
Yep.
to jump back to that real quick. The inaugural gala. If you're coming to the inaugural gala on Thursday, it's a great event. It's truly one of our most special events that we have. That's our biggest. What's the word I'm looking for? Our biggest honors, our biggest awards are that night, and so you can find out who the Realtor of the Year is, who the O.G. Powell, Joan Ballantyne Award winner is, who the Political Involvement Award winner is. So lots of different events, nice big awards there. It is a little bit nicer event, so you don't have to rent a tuxedo, but we would recommend that maybe a suit and tie would be great, right? And so for the women, I don't know how to help you, but something appropriate.
So I may or may not have my outfit already picked out for inaugural. I am reusing something, so it is what it is.
Sure.
But a nice dress, a cocktail dress. Feel free to go full length. This is a fun night to dress up, and I mean, how often do we really get to we're not in the trenches. You're not in the
Sure.
trenches. Get a great pair of heels and enjoy the night.
Okay, good.
So. What else we got? You know what? I think now would be a great time to do our drawing.
Our drawing?
Our drawing.
Okay.
We can do our drawing.
This is drawing for the last couple of weeks of registration period, and this was some lucky winners going to win what? A free registration and a $50 gift card.
Yeah.
So who is the
Okay.
lucky winner,
Do you want to
Amanda?
draw it?
No, you go ahead.
Okay.
Here, I better let me hold it.
You
Looks like
know,
we-
I mean,
Right.
pick in here. And I don't cherry pick. Okay. Diane Cartwright.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Diane Cartwright.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So we will get in touch with you, Diane, and get you registered. If you've already registered, we'll get that all figured out and get your $50 gift certificate out to you. Is there anything I'm missing? I feel like, hey guys, I love, thanks to Zach and Nobu and Valerie. It looks like everybody, we've had some people jump in and go back and forth. Guys, you're going to love these speakers. They're down to earth. They're fun. They know their stuff.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be a really great event. Registration page on our
so go
homepage.
to irealtors.com/convention. You can find the information there. There is a tab for the agenda. You can read through some of the course descriptions, class descriptions, find out all these great classes we have. We highlighted a few last time, but truly this is a completely new schedule from last year, new topics, a different spin on some of the typical topics. So really, even if you went last year, this is going to be a great event. We hope that we can see you guys back again this year.
Yep.
So, and then new attendees, you still have a couple weeks left to register before the deadline. So get in there. The first-time attendees, you can get in for a lower rate. And there's also an all-access pass for first-time attendees, which gets you into the fun night and the luncheons and the breakfast. So definitely take advantage of that if this is your first time.
This is your first time. First-time attendees, like Mark was saying. If you sometimes you don't know what to go to, what not, give it all a try the first year. If you decide, hey, inaugural, it was fun to dress up, but really wasn't my crowd, don't go next year.
That's okay.
Or, the fun night. I don't know who would not want to
they're
go
gonna
to
have
a
fun.
fun
They're gonna have
night.
fun. It'll be good.
But, kind of, the first year is your first year to kind of taste it all.
Sure.
See what you got. See where you're going. It says, they're telling me Travis has a question, but I unfortunately closed that page. So maybe Heather will tell me, even though she's behind the camera.
The speakers and CEs look amazing. Is it okay to pop in, not for credit, after committee meetings end?
Absolutely. So in order to get the continuing education credit, just like it is with every other class, you do have to be there before the session starts. So we'll scan you in, wear your lanyards, bedazzle them if you see fit. Bring some bedazzling supplies. But we'll scan you in. That's what that's how we know that you were there in the beginning. We kind of keep an eye. If you're leaving 6 times, I'm probably going to tell you to get in or get out because it's distracting to everybody. But if you're just coming, you want to pop in, you had a committee meeting, you want to catch the end of a session, absolutely. These speakers have so much to offer. You're going to get something even if you only catch half the session.
Right, absolutely.
So. All right, boys and girls. Well, again, thanks for joining in. Thanks for everybody who commented and played along with us today.
Yeah, it was fun.
Facebook
Thanks.
Live is getting easier,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
It's not terrible. There was no mishaps. Everybody's fine. There's
Nothing exploded.
nothing caught fire. We're great. So don't forget, register.
IowaRealtors.com/convention before September 6th.
Yep. All right.
All right.
We'll
See you
catch you later.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.